Hi, my name is Christina, and I'm going to give you a review of my experience from ordering off of ReserveBar.com. So the reason I ordered from them is because I wanted to order the Sassenach whiskey, and the only place that you can order it right now, as far as I know, is ReserveBar.com. And I hadn't ever purchased from them. I hadn't even heard of them until I found out that they were the only distributor for the Sassenach whiskey, or the only way that I could get the Sassenach whiskey was to order it through ReserveBar.com. So I did some, online searching to see if anybody had any reviews for their experience with ordering from ReserveBar. I didn't find any except for the actual ReserveBar website feedback, but I didn't find any YouTube videos. I didn't find any people talking about what they had gone through when they placed their orders. So I'm kind of doing this for that reason. I want to share my experience and let you all know what I went through with my order, and how the ReserveBar customer service tried to fix the multiple errors that occurred with me in my ordering process. So just so you know, the Sassenach whiskey had been sold out for a while. So I was able to order it last year, November 2020, day after Thanksgiving. It came back in stock, and I placed my order. I ordered 2 bottles, and I intended to try one bottle, open it and try it, and then save the other bottle, put it away, and just have it as kind of like a collection. And so that's why I got 2 bottles. It was $99 per bottle. There were other bottles that I could have chosen from as well. There was one bottle that actually came with 2 very cute glasses. I should have gotten one of those along with my other bottle, but I didn't. I just got the one bottle, the plain singular bottle. Looks like that. But I got 2 of those. So placed the order in November. I didn't actually charge my card though until January, when the whiskey had shipped from overseas to the United States, and then ReserveBar was starting to send it out to people. I guess that's when they would charge your card, is when they were ready to ship it to you. So they charged my card January 7th, and I was getting excited. I was like, that must mean that it's going to come to me. And so I didn't even think about it. I was just waiting for my confirmation email to say that it was going to be delivered on X day, so that I could take that day off from work, so I could be present and home to sign for the bottle. You needed someone that I don't know if it was specifically the person that placed the order, or if it was anybody that was 21 years or older in the household, but somebody had to be here present to sign for it. So like a week later, I happened to look at my credit card statement, and I saw that it was $1,000 more than I was anticipating my credit card bill to be. And I'm like, what? Got a little worried, thinking somebody had stolen my credit card and placed some fraudulent charges. But I then actually looked at the charges, and I saw that ReserveBar had charged my card 6 times. And so the total purchase cost, including shipping, for my 2 bottles was $226.50. So my credit card had been charged $226.50 6 times. And I got like angry at that. So I realized that the charges were happening on a Sunday. So I sent an email to ReserveBar, and I got an auto-generated response saying that they strive to be responding within 24 hours of receiving a message, but to give them a little extra time because of COVID. And I'm thinking, I got no extra time to give right now. I mean, the charges I had received were from January 7th, January 11th, 12th, 13th, 15th, 16th. And so it looks like they were almost charging my card every single day, and I needed that to stop immediately. So after I sent my email and I got that auto-generated response of please be patient, the next day was Monday. It was a holiday. I ended up calling their phone number, and I left a voicemail. but I'm still thinking, well, what's another way I can get in touch with them? So I went to social media. I went onto their Facebook page and I left them a message on their Facebook page, just with a brief explanation of saying that they had charged my card, 6 times. This needs to stop immediately. And I got a response probably within a few hours. Somebody had responded to my post saying, please send them a direct message with my order number, and they would take a look at the situation and try to correct it. So I did that immediately. And I later on that day, I was communicating back and forth throughout the day with that customer service, and they were super helpful, super responsive. They refunded me 5 of the 6 charges, because one of the charges was a valid charge. It was my purchase amount for the 2 bottles. So they refunded me 5 of the 6 charges, keeping 1 charge, and they also gave me a little apology credit to use on their website, which was nice. But at that point I'm thinking, I don't even know if I want to be ordering from them ever again, because the fact that my card was charged multiple times was warning bells. And usually when something like that happens, I don't want to really go back to doing business with them again. But I figured, well, I still have to wait for the bottles to come along, so we'll consider maybe using this credit and we'll see how things go. So I ended up getting notification that my items were going to be delivered on a Wednesday. So I took that day off from work. There was a whole fiasco with that, but that wasn't ReserveBar's issue. That was more a FedEx issue. The bottle was supposed to be delivered to my house, and yet somehow it was delivered to a different state. Go figure. So then it got rerouted to come back to my house. And I, rather than have to wait for FedEx to try to deliver it 3 times before they bring it to a facility, I contacted FedEx asking them if they would just bring it to the facility when it came back to Connecticut and let me go pick it up. And they said, no, the sender needs to request that. The buyer cannot request that. So I reached back out through Facebook to ReserveBar and I asked them to contact FedEx and to reroute my item. And they did. They were helpful and kind and did that for me. But when I went to go pick up the item from FedEx, this was the box that was there. And I'm like, it's an awfully small box to be holding 2 bottles of whiskey in it. So the FedEx guy opened the box for me while I was in the store, and sure enough, there's just 1 bottle in the box. So at this point, I was just about truly done with ReserveBar. I called their 855 number again, pretty unhappy this time, and somebody actually answered the phone, and I'm like, my order is for 2 bottles. This is only 1 bottle. I've had a terrible experience so far with ReserveBar. How are you going to fix this? So they ended up letting me, they said I needed to send them a picture of the box, the bottle in the box. And then they would look at the situation and figure out what they needed to do next. So that's exactly what I did. I sent them a picture of the 1 bottle in the box. I sent them a picture to show that there was no other bottle hiding under the 1 bottle that was in the box. And then I sent them a picture of the packing slip that showed clearly that there should have been 2 bottles in the box. And I also sent this same message through Facebook to the people that I had been communicating with previously, because Facebook seems to be the best way, for me personally, from my personal experience, to get a quick response from ReserveBar. So by this point, this was a Friday, and it was close to 6 o'clock, which I believe must be their shutdown time for the day, and they don't work on the weekends. So I had told them, look, this is what I want. I want you to cancel my order. I want you to refund me my total amount, and I want you to use the credit that you gave me for erroneously charging my credit card excessively to cover the 1 bottle I have. Don't bother sending me the 2nd bottle. I want to be done with communicating and interacting with ReserveBar at this point. I just want to be done. And they said, we understand your issue. We will take a look at this on Monday. And they apologized profusely. So that was nice. Come Monday, I get a FedEx notification saying my 2nd package is going to be delivered. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm getting the second bottle. And I wasn't even sure how the company was going to fix this, because I definitely had no interest in any additional credit from their website, because I really, at this point, had no intention of ever purchasing from them again. So, and by the way, this was the second box that came in. Much bigger box, right? And I'll be honest, when I first saw this box, I kind of got excited and I thought maybe they threw in a little extra something for me as another apology for the craziness that I've gone through so far. And I'll be honest, I kind of would have appreciated that. But no, it was just a bunch of bubble wrap packing peanuts and my one bottle in the box. So the Facebook people got back to me, and they ended up working a deal with me. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but it was better than me paying $226.50 for 2 bottles of whiskey that even ordering them turned into just a nightmare for me. So they made it right. It wasn't necessarily what I wanted, but they made it right. So my review of my experience with ReserveBar.com is I will give them an 8 out of 10. They lose a point because of just the bad stuff that happened in general. And they lose a second point because they didn't give me exactly what I wanted, but they did work with me and came to a resolution that I was satisfied with. So 8 out of 10 experience with ReserveBar. Definitely a doozy. I do not intend to purchase from them again, but I think that they did try to correct the many errors that I experienced throughout the course of this endeavor. So hopefully that helps somebody else decide if they want to order from ReserveBar or not. And yeah, if you all have any experiences that you want to share about ReserveBar, please let me know in the comments. I'm curious. And I think my experience was an anomaly. I do not believe that what I went through is what everybody else normally goes through with ordering from ReserveBar. But man, I had some bad luck with them. So there you go. Thank you for watching my review, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.